Alright lads, welcome back to another video. In this one, the return was made last week. It's now back for a second episode. It's Pars Roundup. Now this is the series where I obviously do what says in the tin. Round up all the Pars stuff that I want to talk about in the episode. Obviously, this week going to be following on from our away win at Coon of the South on the past weekend. Very good win for us, very good win indeed. Now, let's get into the episode and talk about the 4 different topics that I'm going to talk about. Obviously, you'll have seen them from the thumbnail, etc, etc. But, first up, yes, indeed, it is take the rough with the smooth. Now, of course, the Pars have this season been very inconsistent, and I think we all sort of expected that coming into this season, that it wouldn't be plain sailing, that the young team would take time to gel, and it wouldn't just be a case of winning every single week. I don't think anyone was naive enough to think that. But there has been inconsistency at times, which has led to frustration from the terraces, from the stands, and within the fan base online. And it obviously looks like some fans are taking the wrong attitude towards the season. I've been one of those fans who has been frustrated at the poor runs of form that we've been in, and then been absolutely elated when we've been in a decent run of form. For example, 5 losses in a row before the previous 2 games just passed, and I was extremely frustrated. I was thinking that it wasn't working, that we needed a change, and perhaps if we didn't get a couple more wins like we have in the last 2 games, that Stevie Crawford really could have been under massive amounts of pressure. But here we are. We're now 2 wins on the bounce, 2 very good wins at that, and 2 important wins against teams that were around us within the league. And here we are, 2 wins in a row, and I'm absolutely ecstatic. So as I said, it fits in with the title of this wee part of the video, take the rough with the smooth. I'm now going to start sort of taking that into further games within the league, and realising that you just need to take the rough with the smooth. You need to take the bad run of form with the good run of form, because, as I said, when we came into this season, we all knew it was going to be a case of inconsistency at times, and it being a frustrating season. We could still easily make the promotion playoffs, and if we get there with that bit of inconsistent form, then we've done ourselves good, because we've shot ourselves in the foot a good few amount of times this season. But if we can make up for that and still make the promotion playoffs, that'll be ideal. Let me know in the comments below, have you taken the rough with the smooth, or have you not? Have you been like me, and when we've been in bad form, really been quite frustrated, I suppose is the best word to put for it, and then when we've been in good form, been absolutely ecstatic like I have been? It's a bit naive for me to be like that, because I knew exactly what this season was going to be. So let me know in the comments below if you've been like I've been so far this season. Now, second up, Jonathan Afolabi. What a debut for the boy. Maybe he didn't get a goal, but he certainly proved his worth for the team, that he's going to provide within the second half of the season. He's a strong hold-up play striker. You can see that with his physique and just the way that he looks on the football pitch. He's a strong unit, and he should be a good foil for our strikers. He was a good foil for Gabby McGill, who surprisingly started the game at the weekend and grabbed himself a goal, which, by the way, in last week's episode of the Pars Roundup, I said, Gabby McGill, appreciation, let's give the boy some backing, and then he goes and scores his first goal for the club. Gabby McGill, Gabby McGill, But, anyway, that was a bit cringe. As I said about Afolabi, he had intelligent kind of layoff play as well, being that kind of hold-up striker. We've had that sort of with Nisbet, and we like to do it a wee bit with Gabby McGill, but you need that real physique about you, and Afolabi certainly has that. He came very close to scoring as well, the first goal, which Gabby McGill did put away. As I said, the initial header was from across for Ryan Dow, and it was on the head of Afolabi. It came off the bar, and then Gabby McGill headed it in from the rebound. So Afolabi is coming very close to scoring already, and he's only played 1 game, and he looks like a very good player. He looks like an intelligent player. Some of his layoffs as well, as I said, where he was getting the ball in at his feet and then playing it off to someone else. You can tell he knows what to do with a football. I just think he'll be a very good asset for us in the second half of the season. Well done to Stevie Crawford for having a good recruitment process and bringing this guy in, because he seems like he will indeed cut the mustard at Dunfermline. good player for this level of football, and I do imagine that he'll have a good future in the game if he can continue to play in the way that he plays in this debut game. Of course, it's only his first game, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, but he seems to have come with a high reputation and good pedigree to his name already, and he's done himself no harm in his debut for Dunfermline. Right lads, camera is flashing red. I'm going to have to change you over. I'm going to have to lose the mic, so not as good audio for the rest of the video, but the camera is running out of battery, so apologies for this. Cannot be helped. Right, so here we are. We've made the change. Unfortunately, you'll be able to hear the audio change in this video. This is what it used to be like on the channel before I went and got the quality microphone, the quality camera, etc, etc. This is the vlogging camera that I use for vlogs, so yes, it won't be the same, but let's just get on with the video, eh? So, the next one I'm going to go on to talk about is that playoffs are definitely there for the taking. That being the promotion ones, of course, do not put us in the same bracket as those relegation playoffs, because I do not want anything to do with them, lads. As it stands, we're level on points with Arbroath, who's sitting 5th, and we're 1 point ahead of Dundee now, who actually have a game in hand, which is the only kind of downside to this wee break of football that we've got, because we're ahead as it stands right now, but by the time we come back and play a game of football, it will most likely be the case that we will not be in the promotion playoffs when we play our next game away at Partick Thistle on the 22nd of February. After those 5 losses in a row that I did speak about earlier in the video, getting the 2 wins on the bounce has done us the world of good, and if we'd only got a few wee better results within those 5 losses in a row, even a couple of draws, we'd be in a better position right now. But it's buts and maybes, everything happens for a reason, we all know all this stuff. If we go on a good run of results now, and also beat teams like Inverness, who we do have later on this month at East End Park, then we'll put ourselves in a very good position to secure promotion playoffs, obviously, at the end of the season. That's our ultimate aim this season, and I do think they're there for the taking. No team in this division has been fantastic this season. Dundee United have strolled away at the top end of the league, and they've dropped points here and there and not been as impressive in some games. Obviously, for the majority they have, but in some games they have faltered. But as I said, we're so close to teams like even Ayr and Inverness now that if we can beat them and also continue to beat or at least draw with teams away from home that are around us, etc., then we will put ourselves in a good position to secure a promotion playoff place. And then playoffs are a bit of a lottery, aren't they? You just need to go with the flow and see where it takes you. If it takes you to the promised land in the Premiership, then brilliant. If it doesn't, then you go again next season. That was always the plan for us this season, I think. Reach the playoffs, but ultimately, if we don't make it up to the Premiership, it's no big deal, because we'll just go again next season and continue to build with this promising looking team that we've got on our hands. And the final thing we're going to chat about in Pars Roundup this episode is a season changing result. Now, obviously this is referring to that 3-2 away win at Queen of the South. We've had poor away form so far this season, one of the poorest in the division pretty much. It has sort of improved now because of those 3 points, but ultimately we've been down the bottom end of the table in terms of away form in the full season, and results like that and getting late goals like we did, it just makes everyone feel so much better. It'll make the players feel so much more confident. It actually shows so much character for them as well to not just go and take the point when it was there to just kind of see out the game and take that away from Palmerston. We've seen so many draws down there, and we really wanted to go down there and see a win from the Pars, and we ultimately did because of the players' mentality and will to win the game. So important that we got that result, and as I said, could it be a season changing result? It's put us into the playoffs for now, and it gives us a good platform to build off of in terms of going into the next few games, where we should go in with full confidence because of how we're playing and how we know we can play as a team. And I really hope that that now builds us on to really take the bull by the horns and get into these promotion playoffs. But aye, that's it for Pars Roundup, lads. Cheers for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like, comment down below your thoughts on any of the wee topics that I've spoken about to do with the Pars, and subscribe for more this type of content. And until the next video, I'll see you then, where the camera and microphone will indeed be back and fully charged. Cheers guys.